welcome to the Comedy Here Often podcast. I'm your host, Kevy. This week on the show is Brett Forte. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What is this note?
It's like stuck together with something too. It's like gum.
That's gum, dude.
It's gross.
It's up to interpretation what he's trying to say to you by giving that to you.
What does that mean?
I thought you gave it to me.
Uh-oh. I think Ben Miner's pulling a trick on both of you.
Oh, jeez.
Can you tell? I know you just told me, but can you tell me what happened at the JFL after party last night?
Sam Walker got booted.
I thought his name was Scott Walker.
You would think. Yeah, so they didn't give him one of these like passes. Mm-hmm. They had to make one for him, and they didn't know who he was. So yeah, they just wrote in Sharpie Scott Walker.
Oh
my God! Yeah, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see the whole video of me telling the door girl to give him a hard time, to say, hey, that guy with the mustache and the one leather glove is not is not supposed to be here. Big surprise.
Yeah.
And make sure he's on the list. Because also this party include like Bill Burr's there.
Yeah.
Like right? So really
not just anyone's allowed in here. Yeah. You need credentials.
That's right.
So I like that you take your roast battles off the stage into real life.
It's good to have a narrative. A lot of people who don't know a lot about this Sam Walker thing, they don't know if it's real, if it's fake. The way I kind of describe it is like the friendship is on hold for ticket sales.
I understand.
Because when he had his first meltdown on stage and he's like, you don't fucking deserve it, you ain't fucking getting it, and he walked off, slammed the door, he was yelling at the other comedians, that was real.
This is on your roast battle that you do once a month.
Once a month in Calgary.
What's it called?
Yeah, Brett Forte's Roast Battles. That's it.
Okay.
And the only thing different with my show as opposed to other ones is when you lose, like I was telling you, you lose some more. So if the audience votes that you're the loser, you sit on the stool with no microphone. Yeah. And I go in a bit more on you.
You just receive.
And it's confrontational. It's hard. The jokes have to be very good to get a laugh because all of a sudden now it feels like I'm bullying them on stage.
Yeah.
It goes a lot better if it's like 2-on-1. It's more playful.
Yeah.
But I still love the cutthroat nature of it.
Me too.
So, yeah.
My dream is to write for a big roast. Those are my favorites, I think. Like that show Roast Battle, Jeff Ross's, where it was like a tournament.
Yeah.
It's so watchable. It's just it's such fun competition, but that's interesting when it goes beyond the stage, like what you have going right now.
Yeah.
Have you had that before?
No.
So is he the only one to like get mad during the show and?
He lives his life like it's a wrestling promo. He really does.
Kick the shit out of me now.
Yeah. So I'm actually doing him a favor. I know he's having fun with this.
Yeah.
Who would you want to write for? Big roast battle.
I mean, my hero is Jesselnick, but I think he's the one of the best roasters there is. Yeah. But you mean for like the guest of honor? Like who would I want?
The only one I've gotten so far is Shane Doan. I wrote for the roast of Shane Doan.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hockey jokes. It was fun. Yeah.
That's great. So did you perform on it, or were you writing for other people?
No, writing for other people.
That's what I want to do. That seems so fun.
Yeah.
It seems challenging, but it's like a home run derby. You know what I mean? You're just writing these mean, clever jokes, and the point is to just get the biggest reaction. I love it.
Well, and what I found in doing this show is like the last people I figured to be offended would be fellow comedians. And boy, am I realizing that it might be 30, 40, 50% of our kind cannot handle that show.
It's really true. It's so sensitive.
Yeah.
They can dish it. They like literally last episode, man, this guy was doing so well.
Yeah.
And then he lost, and it's salt in the wounds. And I'm going in on him, and he doesn't have a mic, and he's going to me. He's like, dude, I don't want to go. He's like, yeah, he did this. He's like, can I just go? I don't want to be here.
This is traumatized.
He's whispering, and it's like, no, like you're locked in.
You're trying to roast him, and he's like,
yeah. That's why they don't have the microphone, so they can't whine about it.
Yeah.
One time a guy messaged me the night before the show. He's like, hey, man, can you send me any jokes you wrote about my ex-fiancé just so that I can okay them before the show?
That's not how it works.
And I didn't have any jokes about his ex-fiancé.
But after that...
I opened up 8 tabs on this guy. I had tabs. I had her Instagram, his Instagram. I had the breakup post. I had it all. I read the breakup post word for word. You know how girls do? They're like, the last 2 years have been a journey and all this bullshit, right?
A sexy photo of them.
We've both grown as people and like all this bullshit. Yeah, word for word. And he was red as a fucking tomato on stage. It was great.
They're red potatoes. You could have said that.
I was gonna say potato.
It was brown as a potato. Hate to bring skin color into this. I like that you do research like an investigator on who you're gonna. It's like Nardwar. He actually hires like a public. Like a private investigator, blows people's minds. Yeah, public investigator. He's just real upfront about his research. But you're like the Nardwar of roasts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We go deep, man. Sam Walker, for example, one time he was doing a show there. And so in Calgary, a big news story was this old woman was pushed in front of a C train, attempted murder, okay?
Wow.
Train hit her. She survived, but she's paralyzed. She's in the hospital. Her grandson is a comedian. Or a budding comedian starting, right?
Oh, don't go to roast battles.
Yeah. He was signed up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So 1 week after this event, he happens to step on stage, and his opponent happens to be a man with a mustache and one leather glove.
No!
And while his family is there, not the grandmother, obviously, in the hospital, but the rest of the family attending.
Why would they come?
Because the grandson is the future. All right, we're here to support the grandson.
Oh,
okay?
my God.
Oh, no.
So while they're in the audience, Walker's opening joke is, Juan's grandmother might be paralyzed, but she can still feel what a disappointment her grandson is. And it's over. And the best part is the family was laughing and like pounding the table.
Oh, wow.
And that's the
Cool.
thing, man. Anything can be made fun of. And as long as it's more funny than shocking,
agree.
you can do it. And laughter heals, and it's all good. And it was so good to see them laughing at that, man.
That's great.
I love that.